Okay, here we are back in Legrand Legacy. Where we last left off, we dealt with a pretty crappy boss, and now we're back in Duray. I did the forest off camera. I picked up a couple of gold dust, nothing really fancy. We need to speak to Captain Jamal. One of the things I meant to talk about at the end of the previous video is, I don't know what it is about this game. When I first encounter a boss, all it does is spam its cheese moves. Something where I literally have nothing I can do. I have to just hope the AI does something different. That happened with the Mora, where it would only use Breath of the Wild until everyone was dead, and literally nothing else. And then when I did the one that you actually saw, then it used a variety of moves. When I fought Lucia, all she did was her instant death moves. My turns were just, hey, reviving someone who went down already. And that was pretty much it until I ran out of items, and then she just instant death everyone. And then, like, even if she didn't use the outright instant death, Holy still does enough damage to where it's instant death. It's not like an outright death, but it's statistical. So I'm hoping that this is a trend that's going to disappear as we move forward, because otherwise, holy crap, this game is going to fall apart near the last quarter, I think we're at. You're back, at long last. I was so worried I couldn't even drink properly. We're all safe and sound, Captain. There is no need to worry anymore. Myself, my ship, and my crew are always ready to take you anywhere. Shall we set sail now? Yes, Captain. I know you can't wait to go on another journey. Then hop aboard. That's quite an adventure you had there at Sasai, folks. Yes, Captain. That's why we need to get back to Albion quickly. Understood. Wish I'd been there with you. I'd have loved to meet the Ossis in person. That would have been a great addition to my sailor's tales. Don't worry, Captain. You can always go back to Sasai. By the time you get there, me and the Ossis shouldn't be a problem. Really? Lady Scatia asked her sister to keep looking after Sasai. Ossis Knights will always be right there, protecting the West. I see. Lady Scatia sure is something. Yes, she is. So, Lady Scatia, are you missing Marius already? I spent most of my life missing it. Don't worry, you'll be back home soon. Thanks, Aria. And thank you for granting me forgiveness. Don't mention it. We're good now, right? I guess we are. Of course. As a token of my gratitude, please let me give you something you've asked for before. What do you mean? What have I asked you for? And Phineas, you asked me to teach you the extraction spell. I'm ready to do it. Are you sure? If you're still interested. Sure. Where do I start? Follow me. We're going to need a quiet place. Okay, lead the way. Gain tired, rest, and save often. I think that's the chapter 6, or end of chapter 5 achievement. As you notice, we're now in chapter 6. There was an achievement that popped while I was in Gwinnell Forest. I think that was the one that's, hey, you beat Lucia or something like that. It wasn't really anything special, fancy, anything. So I could buy these recipes. I don't know if there's a reward for getting all the recipes, like achievement-wise or not. Because let's see, if I were to buy all these... Oops. Let's do it. It wasn't that expensive. Just ignore the sobs coming from my wallet. I'll have to cry myself to sleep tonight. Hello, Dumvillians. That just cracks me up, man. They seriously would be better off being called the dummies at this point. So, what's the courtyard we're looking for? The Fatebound. Glad to see you again. It's good to see you too, Mr. Mayor. I'm truly delighted to see how much your town has thrived since we left. And I'm glad you can see that we've taken your advice seriously. We're working together to preserve our town as well as we can. I can see that, but I notice that your town is full of people now. I wonder where they all came from. Soon after you left, we set out to locate the people who decided to flee after the false letter had come. We've been trying to bring them back home. Fortunately, we were able to find some of them. We tried to convince them to come back to Dumville. Some agreed and some didn't. But during our search we just happened to run into some homesteaders. We asked them to stay in our town, they accepted our offer. You gave homesteaders a chance to move to your town? That's very generous of you, Mr. Mayor. Well, we still have plenty of space, and we need people, of course, so I guess it's all in our best interests. We need to help each other to make this a better place to live. That's what we Dumville... Okay, I'm just gonna warn you now, I'm probably gonna laugh every single time that comes up. That's what we Dumvillians believe. Yes, that makes a lot of sense. So how was your trip to Society, folks? Well, it's all green there. I'm getting sick of trees. Just like everybody said. So you find whatever you were looking for? Yes, fortunately we did. I'm glad to hear that, milady. Have you come back to spend a night or two? Please don't trouble yourself, Mr. Mayor. No, it's no trouble at all. You must be tired. I'll get some rooms ready, don't worry. To be honest, that wasn't our main reason for coming back here. Oh, I see. So you'll be leaving right away? But you just got here. No, we aren't leaving just yet. We're here because we need to ask for your help. Of course, please tell me how we can be of help. Frankly, this might be hard for you to hear. I see. Well, what is it? We shouldn't discuss it here. Why don't we find someplace a little quieter? But why all the secrecy? We just don't want to upset anyone. Oh my, this really does sound bad. Is Dumville going to be involved in some kind of trouble? We really shouldn't discuss it here, Mr. Mayor. Very well, let's talk elsewhere then. Yes, please. Follow me to the war room. The fact that you have a war room already says that there's trouble afoot. Notice it's not the diplomacy room, the peace room, or anything like that. Nope. There's nobody else here. I assume we can talk now. Please tell us what's going on. What have you found out? Sir Bulda, we need your help scouting the pass in order to observe the situation there. The pass? But why? What do you know about that place? As you know, the pass serves as the border between the south and the north. It's been a natural barrier against whatever evil might come from the highlands. So it's not the pass itself you care about. You actually need to get some information about the north, is that right? But why? We've got a situation here. I'm afraid there's an invasion force headed this way, and they'll be here soon. Yes, in society we've learned that there's a high chance of an invasion from the north. I can't understand any of this. Who's invading who now? It's Altea. They sent some men to find a way to get into Murius, and we expect them to cross over to the south in an attempt to conquer it. Murius? But that place is nothing but ruins. What would Altea want with some ruins? Old Murius has crumbled, yes, but there's also new Murius, built by the surviving Ossis. I thought the Ossis were no more. No one has seen one in a very long time. Believe me, there are still many of them out there, and this time of war they will reveal themselves once again. You'll be able to meet them yourself soon enough. Okay, let's say I believe this. Why would Altea want to find this new Murius? What good would it do them? The armaments. They want to find and use the armaments to win the war. The armaments of Lear? The weapons of the heroes? Indeed. I'm sorry, but have I heard you right? You're talking about the armaments of Lear? Is there any chance you're mistaken? Mistaken? Well, it's pretty unlikely. We've already had a man confess that he was supposed to deliver stolen goods from Gwinnell to Ashwater Pier. And what were these stolen goods? An ancient cicerone capable of showing the way to New Murius. And have you succeeded in locating New Murius itself? Yes, we have. And do you have the armament with you? Of course, that's what the Fatebound do. Then please, could you show it to me? Well, I know so little about the prophecy, please. I just need to know what you've told me is true. Fine, I hope there's nobody else around. Don't worry, milady, this is a secure location. The air's changing. I can sense its power. Oh, Lear, is that the divine armament itself? It's stunning. Within each armament lies an enormous power that no one has ever understood. Whoever's invading the south, with this kind of power, we could repel them easily. Weren't you listening? I said that no one has ever understood its power, not even me. But why not use it on our behalf? It would be a great help. The power of the armament is certainly very tempting and promising, but misusing it could lead to our destruction. This is not a tool for slaughter. The armament is supposed to serve a much greater purpose. I can't expose it for too long, but this should be enough to serve as proof. Oh, yes, I'm convinced now. I apologize for questioning you before. Oh my, so some evil has led the Alteans to use these divine creations to realize their ambitions. Yes, the evil of glory and domination, of course, no doubt about it. Northerners. So, about the help I asked you for before, would you consider providing it? I'll take care of it, but are you sure that Altea will be coming through the pass? I can't tell for certain, I'm afraid. They're likely to cross the pass soon, since the fastest way to go is south and west. But the pass pass is occupied by Fandor. Wouldn't it be easier and safer for them to go by sea? Safer, yes, but far from easy. However, there's still a slight chance of them going by sea, although they'll probably run into a lot more trouble if they choose this route. You see, the closest port to land is at Ostia, which is known as the Sea Fortress of Albion. Conquering them from the water certainly wouldn't be easy. They will probably choose the route through the pass. Fandor is always struggling to maintain their garrison there due to the harsh and unforgiving environment. And Altea is accustomed to snow, so the terrain will provide them with a great advantage. The Northern Kingdoms, especially Altea, have never been known for achieving their victories cleanly. They're always looking for people to kill, especially their sworn enemies, so the pass is sure to be their route of choice. I see. Then I'll tell my soldiers to scout the pass. That will be a great help to us. Thank you very much, Sir Volda. Likewise, thanks for the warning. Mr. Mayor, I know this is worrisome, but we have other things to prepare for. We need to be ready for the worst. I understand, but is there any way other than fighting? All we want is peace and tranquility. We aren't fighters. Peace and tranquility are worth fighting for, don't you think? Yes, but there must be some other way. Sure there is. You can always leave your town and try to find peace somewhere else. But if Altea succeeds in taking over the South, it won't last for too long, of course. Kale, please. What? I'm telling the truth. I know it's a bitter pill to swallow, but this is the actual situation. I get your point, and yes, perhaps this is inevitable. Believe me, Mr. Mayor, something worth having is worth fighting for. If you refuse to fight for what you have, then you have no right to regret what you lose. Yes, maybe you're right. We can't just give up. Your people have proven that they're capable of defending their hometown. You should trust them more. Alright, we'll do what we can. So how should we start getting ready? I don't think we have enough resources to fight a battle. We need a blacksmith to make better weapons and armor, an alchemist to brew potions and medicines, and a merchant or trader to provide our logistical needs. Don't worry, there are many people in your town now. Yes, but none of them have the skills for those professions. I'm sure they can help you find people who do. Would you mind if I asked around? Of course not. It would be a great help. And would you trust me once again, Mr. Mayor? Of course, I know I can put my faith in you. You've already saved my town once. I'm honored to have your confidence, but to be honest, I cannot predict the outcome yet. However, this is still a plan worth trying. Please, any plan you might have to help us put up a fight would be invaluable. Very well, here it is. You will have to ask your people to participate, but please be subtle. Try your best not to panic your people. Try to get them prepared instead. And while Sir Volda is scouting, we suggest sending some other citizens to look for additional support. But how are we going to convince other people out there to join us in battle? I don't think they'll agree to fight for our sake. Just spread the word, Mr. Mayor. Unfortunate events often bring people together. Some of them will try to walk away and hide, of course, just leave them be. But I'm pretty sure that the rest of the people who are smart enough to comprehend the situation will stand up for their homeland. Right? I'll see what I can do to convince them. Support troops are coming to your town soon. I don't know how many of them there are, but they're the most dependable knights I've ever known. Who are these support troops, milady? Ausis Knights directly from Marius. Ausis Knights? Are you sure? They are marching to your town under the command of Lantoine, the third general of the Ausis. Please welcome them when the time comes. Of course, milady. While you wait for them, we're going to search for support elsewhere. I hope you find some, and may Lear bless us all. Now, excuse me, folks, I need to get everything ready. Good luck, Mayor Alvin. Mr. Kale, you spoke courageously today. I've never known you to be so eloquent. Oh, there's still so much I haven't revealed yet. You really showed some spirit back there. I think you should talk like that more often, Mr. Kale. Well, I think I talk a lot as it is. Yes, but most of what you say is just nonsense. I usually save the big speeches for special occasions. Stop rattling, Kale. Let's get to work. So I imagine there are probably more missions for grabs here. I'm not going to do them now. Those will be their own separate video later on down the line, probably the other ones. Or not. So I made fun of that guy's name before. I make fun of that guy all the time. What brings you back here, heroes? Excuse me, I'm helping Mayor Elune find a blacksmith, an alchemist, and a merchant for our town. Would you happen to know where we can find these people? Yeah, sure. When I was still homestaying near a shopless monastery, I used to have a friend who would probably meet your needs. But please, you need to help her. I'm afraid she's gotten mixed up with the wrong person. What happened to her? This friend of mine, Rungdal, she was a priestess at Meshopolis Monastery. She was probably the most beautiful priestess I've ever seen. A priestess? I'm sorry, but how could a priestess have any of the skills we're looking for? You don't know? Priests and priestesses from that monastery are granted a blessing that allows them to find many valuable things. So I think she'll be a great fit for a merchant. I see. So what happened to her? One day a merchant passed through the monastery and seduced Rungdal, but I knew he was just using her for business. I tried to warn her, but she had already fallen for him really hard, so hard that she decided to leave the monastery and join him on a so-called business trip. I feel sorry for her. She shouldn't have strayed from her path over a liar. Strayed from her path? Priests and priestesses aren't allowed to fall in love. Please, good sir, you've got to help her. If that merchant abandons her someday, she'll be out on the streets. But how do you know the merchant will abandon her? He's no honest businessman. He's as dirty as they come. I know him all right. All right, I'll see what I can do. Do you know where she is right now? Last I do know, the merchant took her to Dunabad. Maybe you can start your search there. Okay, I'll try to look for her. Thank you. So that's your clue about the Rungdal thing. In case you're wondering, we already did the blacksmith quest. We have to just go pick him up, if I recall correctly. Thanks to you, Dumville got its festivity back. Welcome to Dumville. And I'm gonna try not to laugh when I... Why would they be called the Dumvillians? So anyway, Rungdal's gonna be our merchant. This is the whole Suikoden thing where you have to go around and recruit your group. Just, I don't know if those are actually mandatory or if they're just, hey, they make things more convenient, because I thought they were for convenience purposes, not actual storyline stuff. And we have the invisible wall there. So I wonder if this is one of those where one of the people we recruit is going to reside at. Pretty sure I mentioned Rungdal comes here earlier. It's just I don't think I mentioned any of the other ones. Maybe I did mention the blacksmith, I'm not sure. We're gonna take him up on his offer a little bit to actually cross. For the time being, I need to speak to people. Sappers, we already have one blacksmith here, it's just, I guess we need a better one. So yeah, off to Ostia we go, I guess. That reminds me, we have business here, don't we? So I don't know where that missing girl is exactly. I'm hoping she's closer to this side, but I would not be surprised if it's the other one. So dropping a save out here. Chapter 6, huzzah! So everyone's full health, we're almost at level 60 of all things. So the thing is, a lot of the enemies here will give me crap in terms of payments, so I'm not looking for fights, but I need to thin out this group. 16. So these guys actually paid better than the guys later. That one was 23. Unfortunately, with the way the tree area worked, my EXP thresholds are all over the place, so some people are going to level up soon. So they're going to be leveling up all over the place, is what I was trying to say. Anyway, Ears is just shredding these fools. I'm gonna peek over here by the Dothy tree first, because I have a feeling it's probably over here like the griffin was. So that was one of the Rugamish things, and it folded like origami. Bad part is it didn't drop anything, since I guess it got so brutally murdered or something. Hey, was that always there? Man, if I missed that the entire time, that is so embarrassing. Don't mind us. Forgot my hat. You can even heal here. So I'll take them up on that. I got poisoned in the Rugamesh thing, so... Now the question is, this is going to be like a lot of the other bosses that I've encountered up till now, where it just spams one ability until it's game over, and then it behaves differently in all following fights, because it's possible that could be some sort of RNG type issue. I don't know if it'd be like an RNG type thing as much as a bug or something. Look, Finn, there's a child there. I think we may have found Chika. Lear, my hunch was right. A Mephetha. Mephetha? Mephetha? A dark spirit that feeds on human happiness. The Mephetha must have disguised itself as Chika's deceased mother. Finn, we should hurry before she's devoured by the Mephetha. So, normally I would assume that's like a type of banshee, but... Ah, Queen Mephetha. So freaking bad. She resists magic. Holy! Azzam! Azzam's taking some nice pieces out of her. Sadly, I didn't really keep track of what all he has for abilities. I'm gonna put that on her just in case. I'm also gonna use a heal on her. So, I don't know if the vitality made a difference there, but I'm going to pretend it did. No, she bit the dust. We need to pick up more of those later. Get up, Ears, you're going to want to watch this. Okay, so we lost control of Azzam here. Screw it. So there go all the buffs, I think. But anyway, she's on her last legs, so it doesn't really matter. He just killed Curse, that bastard. Two mutated chakrams. want to boost his accuracy. Don't ask me why. I do not want to talk about that one. So he meets those requirements, so I'm just going to keep putting stuff into these stats. I can put all these into strength, I think, so we can get shell. By the way, you got your request to see Azzam in battle finally. If you wanted to use Scatia for this, remember that Scatia is a light element. She would be dealing bonus damage on account of the weakness, but the flip side of that is... Hey, we get all of them there. So the flip side of all that is, she'll also take more damage. So now we have Drowning Split Barrage, Aqua Charge Shot, and Aqua Rapid Volley. So she has the agility requirement. She needs more intel and more strength, I think. Wait, what are you doing? Who are you people? My name is Finn. I came here to save you from that monster and take you back home. Who are you calling monster? She's my mother. No, that thing is an imposter. Just disguise itself as your mother. Chika. They can speak? I never knew Mephitas could speak. Did say somewhere they were capable of whispering. Is there a chance that Mephita really is her mother? I honestly don't know, Finn. I read in a book that Mephitas, like any other spirits in Legrand, are created from the spirits of the deceased. The deceased who are lingering in our world eventually lose their self-awareness and become Mephitas, but I've never heard of a Mephita that's retained memories of its past. My child, Chika. I'm afraid she could lose her self-awareness at any point. We must take away Chika from the Mephita before it's too late. Can you persuade her to come with us, Finn? I'll try. Chika, let's go home. Your father's very sad because you left. He's really worried about you. I don't want to go back to Daddy. He's always been crying since Mommy died. And if he's crying, he gets drunk and starts beating me. He's scary. I want to stay with Mommy now that she's back. I don't want to ever lose her again. Chika. What? You're talking inside me head? Please calm down, Chika. You must understand that you can't stay with your mother. Why can't I stay with Mommy? Because she shouldn't be here. She can't be here. No, she's here. You don't understand. I do understand. I also lost my father. I know how much you want to stay with your mother. You must be scared that if you let her go, she'll never come back again. But you can't stay with her. Why not? Because you might get hurt. Your mother also didn't want you to follow her. That ain't true. It's Mommy who invited me to live with her in the first place. But she's regretting it now. Mommy, is that true? She also didn't want to be separated from you, Chika. That's why she invited you to live with her. But eventually she realized that she couldn't stay with you. I don't understand. Can you see it, Chika? Your mother is struggling to keep herself together in order not to attack you. If you carry on staying with her, she'll hurt you one day. And I believe that's something she doesn't want to happen. Chika, I'm sorry. Is there anything we can do to help her? I can purify her spirit and guide her to the other side. If you do that, Mommy will be gone forever. I'll always be with you, Chika. Mommy. Farewell, Chika. Be a good girl and take care of your father. And thank you. Mommy, I hope she's happy now. I will always pray for you, Mommy. Yes, I will pray for her too. Okay, Finn, let's bring her back home. Just get me out of here, man. I do not want to walk out. Oh, thank Lear. My child, Chika, you are safe. I'm sorry I hit you. I know you can't forgive me for what I did. Please give me another chance. I don't know what I'll do if I lose you too. Lear, thank you for protecting me, child. I promise I'll never cry or get drunk again. But you're drunk now. I got drunk because I couldn't deal with the feeling of losing you. Promise me that whatever happens, you'll never get drunk again. I promise. Starting today, I will never even drink again. So he'll last a week without water. Kid, thank you for saving me, child, and bringing her back home. I don't think I'd be able to live anymore if I lost her. Take this as a token of my gratitude. I'm sorry for me behavior earlier. So I'd just like to point this out. Had I gone at that ghost with a lower level party, I may not have survived. And this is not a good amount of EXP for this stage of the game. Hello? So there's the Bloodstone All recipe. And I don't know what that Clarko staff is, but we can see if there's a blacksmith handy to check. So one of the things we do need to do is sleep just so I can get all my stuff back. It's worth it. That'll instantly give me all my Arcana just in case I get into another fight, which... Oh man, I can't remember the guy's name now. The main character from Radiata stories. I'm not as good as picking fights as that guy, but I'm kind of up there. I want to say his name was Jack, but I can't remember his last name. I was always meaning to go back and finish that game, recruit all the characters, just I never got around to it. Who knows, maybe someday that'll be one of the projects on the channel. I just have to hook up a PS2 and get the converter cable. So, this is really nice. Like, the accuracy isn't really as important for me, neither is the lost physical attack, because you get a lot of magic and it doubles her health. She gets more evasion, more defense, and everything. Hard to control and extremely volatile. Must not make woman joke. The staff is capable of releasing monstrous power, made from the bones of human experiments. That costs 14,000 to make. It will pay for itself, I believe. So now do I have to sail back, or is there a griffin I can take? Seriously? Okay, here it is. To Dunabad. We'll do the rung doll thing while we're here. Said prayers while I've been doing all this, I kind of forgot what my objective was. It was something with Dumville, I know. Okay, the way forward is down here. Ooh, I saw a sparkly. Don't know if that was always there, but we'll remedy the mistake, just in case. Do you know when humans started moving to Dunabad? It used to be a monster nest back in the time. Thought Dunabad has always been a city. There was only one port in Targa at that time, Oristan. However, it was located too far up north and had extremely high taxes on everything. To avoid paying these taxes and to cut the traveling distance, the travelers made an arrangement to meet in southern Targa. The place became known as Dunabad. So the city was founded by traders? More or less, the city eventually got more and more visitors thanks to its strategic location. People started moving to Dunabad, seeing plenty of opportunity to sell their goods or offer their services to sailors and traders. It didn't take long before Dunabad became the largest port in Targa. Nice Geisha, do you know so much because you've lived for hundreds of years? I will take that as a compliment, Sonny. Say that again, you'll be in for one hell of a punishment. Holy water of Dunabad. Okay, that glitched out. Oh no, it's over here that I was looking at before. Lighthouse point. Must have some sort of ungodly power. Well, let's go to the sea market. There she is. You're back. Did you find my boyfriend? Rungdal, the truth is... So he was just using me. Yes. You're lying, aren't you? Boris would never. Gave her the Boris Wanted poster. I'm sorry, bud. No, please don't be. We didn't do anything wrong. In fact, I should be repaying you for your kindness. Without your help, I'd be waiting for him forever. Thank you for opening my eyes. Please don't feel bad about it. Rundell, but you... It's okay, it was all my decision after all, so it's all my fault. It's my fault for breaking the rules in the first place and leaving the monastery. It's my fault for falling in love. It's my fault for... Rundell. You should stop blaming yourself for everything. It's not the end of the world. Miss... Yes, you're right. It's not the end of the world. It's just... I've never felt like this before. I guess I need a little time. Don't worry, Rundell. Leaving the monastery might be your way to start a new life out here. I believe there are so many things you can do. I'll pray for you. Thank you, Miss Aria, and you too, Finn. Your help and words of comfort mean so much to me. Take this. I can't repay your kindness enough, but I hope this will help you on your journey. She paid more than the Chika thing, and... What? Okay, so those are the resurrection items. Thank you. We pray for your safety. I'm afraid we need to leave now. You do have a long journey ahead. Actually, I need some time to recover from all this. Okay, let's leave the screen and come back, because I'm hoping we can recruit her as our merchant then. You're killing me, game. We'll throw in 100. And Ulia. So one of the achievements is for throwing 50,000 dinar in that. I am in no rush to do so. So yeah, I'm not seeing anything new, so let's just move on. So Ostia is only 100, but I can spend 50 and just save myself the trip. I spoil you guys. So they said ask around the courtyard. It's not a holiday, why are they launching fireworks? In case you're wondering, I classify Father's Day, Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, and a bunch of other ones as Hallmark holidays. It may seem jaded, but hey. And I should mention, for those of you not in the US that doesn't know what a Hallmark holiday is, it's just something that someone made up to sell stuff. For Valentine's, it's flowers, candy. Mother's Day, Father's Day, it's all sorts of old people crap. And there's no telling what else. Excuse me, I hope we may or may find a blacksmith, an alchemist, and an item vendor. Would you happen to know where we can find these people? Let me think about it. I used to know an alchemist by the name of Moriano. Problem is I don't know whether he's still alive or not. Maybe you can look for him and tell her on. I hope he's still alive after all these years. Tell her on. How did he end up there? He used to live nearby when I was still a homesteader. But then one day I heard that his business partner, who was also his landlord, betrayed him and sold him to some slavers. Why did his landlord do that? I'd tell you the whole story if I knew it. Okay, I hope he's still alive. Sounds like he needs our help as much as we need his. Thank you. I think that's everyone we need. We can start looking for them now. Azzam, you said we need to find support elsewhere. Where do you intend to find it? I was thinking of Ostia. Ostia, but how are you going to find support there? I'm hoping my comrade Rogar can provide us with some help. He's currently in charge of the city, you see. I remember him being quite influential. With the rebels back then. I agree, we should give it a try. Experience is home to skill in overcoming such unpredictable conflicts. If there's a name of battle to be fought, Rogar is the man you want in your corner. You speak highly of him, Azzam. Who is Rogar actually? You can ask him yourself later, Miss Aria. It would not be appropriate for me to describe him based solely on my own opinion. Alright, let's see him first. Live life, Ape, we're going back to Ostia. So when I was going all over the place, this is why I was going there. Hey, when my fish have horns. towns. So the thing to remember is that we're looking for port towns. I'm not seeing any sparklies here. Okay, that was really random. Actually, I wonder, is it possible I already have some of them? No. There he is. Glad to see you're still in fighting shape, Azzam. Rogard, dear friend, I'm pleased to see you in good health. I've been better, but I've got nothing to complain about. So tell me, Azzam, how is your journey suiting you? I can ask for more than what I have right now. You really deserve it, my friend. However, I've noticed a new addition to your company, a lady I haven't seen before. Greetings, milady, I'm Rogard, good friend of Azzam. I've heard quite a bit about you from Azzam. Pleased to meet you, Rogard. I am Chika. Well, you shouldn't believe everything this old lion tells you, of course. Don't worry, he was quite complimentary. So, Rogard, how are things in the city going? Better than ever. Everyone has what they need, and life has been good to all of us. Many thanks to all of you. We couldn't ask for more than this. I'm sure you have everything well in hand. I didn't do much, actually. I'm just helping people get back what rightfully belongs to them. So I take it you've come back for a reason. Go on, what do you need? Rogard, we are about to be in a difficult situation. We need your help. Yes, but what kind of situation exactly? We've been to Society, and we found out that the south could be in danger any day now. One of the northern kingdoms is about to lay siege from the south to the west. Calm down. Which northern kingdom are you talking about here? Altea. Altea? That's unlikely. What evil thing could lead them so far south? And how could you have learned about their plot in Society? Please tell me more and don't spare the details. The Northerners hired Astakars to find a way to New Marius. They want to get their hands on the armaments of Lear in order to win the war. We found out about their scheme and learned that Altea was behind all of it. Hold on, Marius, the armaments of Lear? You sound like you're reading from an old manuscript. And what are you folks doing in Society? Why did you go to such a remote island? We were doing our duty, as the Fatebound. The Fatebound? You're the prophesied Fatebound? Again with the history books, how am I supposed to believe any of this? We went to Society to collect the armament. That's not much help, milady. Forgive me if I need a little more proof than that. I don't see any armaments on you at the moment. Do you expect me to reveal it right now in front of everyone here? Sorry, I can't do that. Come to Dumville, you'll have your proof there. This is getting hard to understand. All we need you to understand right now is that this is a serious matter. Even showing you the armament might not be enough proof, but time will satisfy all of your doubts. Please, you shouldn't doubt what's about to happen. We need to prepare for the worst. Altea is coming for the south, and we need to stand strong. We need you to stand strong with us. Together we can fight them. Are you sure about this, Azzam? We're all in the same boat. I'm sure you know the consequence of this, Azzam. You know how slim our chances are. I'm well aware of that, my friend, but we cannot just give in. We need to at least give them a fight. Dear friend, I wish I could help you, I really do. But the idea of fighting a major power... I'm sorry, I'm done with that. Are you saying that you've done it before? Please, I'd rather not discuss it. Azzam told me that you have some sort of experience handling this kind of uneven conflict. Please tell us more about that. It's fine, my friend. These are my comrades. You can tell them your story. Very well. Back when I was still in Targon, I used to fight with the rebels. And now I can never go back. There's no place for me in Targon anymore. You were one of the rebels? You were more than just rebels, Rogard. You were fighting for a better Targon. Some call us freedom fighters, others call us rebels, but none of that matters anymore. Now we just take whatever scraps the winners throw our way, because history is always written by the winners. Yes, maybe you're right. Please, Rogard, what happened to you? You might find this shameful, but I was the commander of the rebellion back then. You were the commander? I was, and I barely survived the attack by the Gorian troops, when they crushed the rebellion. Are you saying that you were opposing Gorius at the time? But why? What were you fighting for? For decades now, the rebels, who are made up of both Southerners and Armans, have been fighting against slavery. Standing against slavery means fighting the capital, since the kingdom of Gorius is one of the places where slavery is still allowed. However, rather than abolishing slavery, our resistance ended up suffering devastating losses instead. We were defeated and hunted like dogs. There was no place for us to hide, but some of my men sacrificed their lives so I could flee to Ostia. You were betrayed, my friend. Someone sold you out, compromising your position and strategic plans. That's probably the main reason you lost the battle back then. Whatever the reason was, I failed as a commander. Perhaps I was too naive, thinking that I could bring down an empire. Wait, are you talking about the Great Gorius? You mean slavery is legal there? The Great Gorius indeed. There's nothing great about it, milady. The Highlanders have always been obsessed with expansion and conquest. They live to spill blood across the land. And the same goes for the Northerners. Altea is no different. You know that all too well, Rogar. They are ruthless and relentless, always biding their time and waiting for the right moment to conquer the lowlanders in the south. Ostia has given you a place to live. You can't let anyone rob you of your home now. I'm not asking you to bring down anything, Rogar, nor am I putting you in the same position you were in before. All I'm asking you to do is defend the south, the only place you've been able to find peace and freedom in Albion. This is freedom's last line of defense. Azzam, you've always known how to push my buttons. But this time, you'll have to try harder, my friend. Tell me, what exactly is your plan to defend the south? We're setting up a garrison in Dumville to prevent Altea from reaching the south. A garrison in Dumville? But what are you thinking? They're no soldiers. We help them defend their town against a raid, and surprisingly, the Dumvillians showed some spirit and fought back. A raid? By whom? Bandits? No, you shouldn't go thinking Altean troops are going to be on par with that low-life scum. Yes, they were just bandits, but what matters is the Dumvillians had faith and were willing to stand against people who were trying to take their freedom. And they'll be willing to protect the freedom of the entire South just the same. Besides, even if the Dumvillians are no match for the Altean troops, I don't think you could say the same about the Aussis Knights. Forgive me, I must have misheard you, milady. Did you say Aussis Knights? I told you we've been gathering support, didn't I? And those knights are already on our side. Impossible, the Aussis? I thought they were gone for good. I guess that's one of the fringe benefits of being the Fatebound, having rare opportunities to experience out-of-the-ordinary things like meeting the Aussis. You can meet them in Dumville and judge for yourself, Rogar. We'll be waiting. All the things you told me, they better be true. There's nothing more I hate than being deceived. Have some faith, my friend. Together we can beat the odds. Alright, I'll try to gather some fighters. Just give me some time. Take your time. We'll be waiting in Dumville. I'll see you then, my friend. Come on, Fatebound. Azzam, wait. Was there something else, my friend? How are your preparations going in Dumville? Do you have everything you need for the battle? Well, we're still working on it. You're going to need weapons, medicine, and various other supplies. It's just looking around while you have the time. Understood. Do you have any leads? Well, I do know where you can find a fine smith. That sounds promising. Please tell us all you can about them. Wayland was the one who armed the rebellion back in the day. Rumor has he ended up hiding out in Shapur. You should try finding him. Many thanks, my friend. We'll look for him. Okay, so there you go. It was not a gill, it was Wayland we were supposed to find. Now the thing is, we still need the seawater here, so I was wondering if the sparkly object would be in here, but I'm not seeing anything. Yeah, I'm not seeing any sparkly stuff. And then, as I said, it's entirely possible that it could be a different port, a port we haven't been to just yet. It could be something with Gorius. I guess it could be Ostia. Or wait, this is Ostia. If I remember correctly, Wayland was the blind blacksmith or something. Hi, kid. How can I help you? You're a blacksmith, aren't you? Yes, I am. Do you need something made? I'm not in for another challenge at the moment. It isn't too much to ask. I need you to help us prepare for war. You'll be of great value to us as a blacksmith. Me? Why me? Take a good look, kid. I lost both of my legs. How can I be of any use in a war? I believe your condition and your skills are unrelated. Dumville needs you urgently. If you aren't desperate, then I don't know what you are. What war are you talking about, kid? War is everywhere. Just take a look around. I'm talking about the root of all conflict, the Magna feud. The war between Fandor and Aldea? Why would Dumville worry about the war of the north? We believe it's only a matter of time before the war spreads across the whole of Legrand. Dumville is the closest populated area in the south to the north. We must prepare ourselves for the worst, and we need all the help we can get before it's too late. Finn, do you know how I lost my legs? I lost my legs because I was supplying weapons in the last war. There were many many things my brothers and I lost because we believed we had no choice but to win. So let me ask you something, kid. Why would I participate in a war we might not win? Because this time we're not trying to win. Well, I didn't expect that answer. What then, are you admitting you have no chance of winning? Of course not. We're trying to end the war entirely, not just triumph in a single battle. Yeah, and how much have you contributed to that, kid? We've been trying to create an alliance across the whole of Legrand. We're not the only ones who wish for this war to end. End the war, huh? End the magnitude. That's one nice objective, kid, but I don't feel convinced yet. But then, what good will it do me if I just keep asking for proof? I too want the war to end. This might be a chance for me to do something about it. Does that mean all I need is a reason to fight? Having no legs shouldn't stop anyone from going further, right, kid? You made a wise decision. Thank you so much for agreeing to help us. So real quick, if I put both points in, I don't even get 1 point of accuracy. I'm gonna do it because I want it gives you a little bit of everything. It gives me a little bit more power, but it gives me the accuracy, the crit, the evasion. That may save my life later on down the line. For her, she has over 100% accuracy. So I want to get her luck up to 30. So her accuracy doesn't improve. She has a slim chance of evading more. Got that one. I think it's intel and strength I have to keep putting on her. So yeah, I burned through a lot of money zipping back and forth here. Dunabad. You're back in Dunabad. Hello, Miss Rungdell. Nice to see you again. You're looking much happier now, Rungdell. How's life in Dunabad? I'm feeling a lot better now. I believe that meeting boars is a good thing after all. My life is much better than it was in the monastery. I've become friends with all kinds of people. A merchant, a traveler, a hunter, and many others. I've always found meeting new people and learning new things fascinating. Glad to hear that everything seems to be going well. All thanks to you. I'm really grateful to you. Anyway, what brings you back to Dunabad? Actually, we came looking for people to help us prepare for war. We're in dire need of supplies. War? Yes, the magnitude is starting to spread across the whole of Legrand. There's a chance that the war will reach Dumville, where we're currently based. We need to prepare ourselves for the wars before it's too late. We'd like you to assist us. Me? Why me? Our friend in Dumville, Urwell, will recommend you as our item vendor. He said you've received a special blessing possessing the ability to find valuable items. Urwell, I remember him. And yes, we at the monastery did receive such a blessing so we can provide for our needs without requiring help from the outside world. So would you be willing to help us? Of course, I'll gladly help you. It's good to know that I can use my ability to help people in need. So I need to go to Dumville, right? I always wanted to visit another city and meet new people. Thank you for providing me with this wonderful opportunity. And thank you for agreeing to help us in this war. Your assistance will be of great value to us. There's 6 people. Finn, good to see you again. Mr. Moriano, I'm glad to see you're doing well. Do you know this person? Actually, it's all thanks to him that I'm free now. So what brings you here? Is there something I can do for you? Actually, we've come here to ask for your assistance. A man from Dumville named Podri told us you're an experienced alchemist. That is correct. I've practiced alchemy for many years. Could you lend us your skills? The magnitude is starting to spread across the whole of Legrand. There's a chance that the war will reach Dumville, where we're currently based. We need all the help we can get in case we have to face the worst. The magnitude? Okay, yes. I'll be glad to help you. Are you sure? Of course. Did I say something that might have confused you? I was just surprised by how quickly you agreed to help us. Take this as my way of repaying your kindness. If it weren't for your help, I might have been getting tortured in the slave hall for all I know. You helped me get out of a dire situation and be together with my family again. I'm glad I can repay you with something I'm sure I'm good at, even though that alone might not be good enough. Thank you. Your assistance will be of great value to us. So what should I do to help you? I need to meet the rest of our group in Dumville for now. They'll be waiting for you. Alright, I'll see you in Dumville, until we meet again. So now we need to go to Shapur to meet Waylon. You've returned. We're looking for a skillful blacksmith for our castle. What do you say? You're building an army. Oh no, I'm afraid I can't make weapons for soldiers anymore. I already have too much blood on my hands. You've killed a lot of men? I didn't even see their faces, young lady. Any blood spilled by my blades is also my responsibility. That's the way I see it. I already have experience of supplying an army with weapons. That almost got me and my brothers killed. Your brothers? I've heard of that incident. So that means I thought that story was just a myth. It's no myth, lady. It's no myth, young lady. I am Waylon. Waylon, so you're one of them? One of who? Who are you talking about? The Wayland brothers, the legendary blacksmith trio who make weapons for warlords, generals, kings, and even rebellions. That was a long time ago, young lady, far in the past. I heard you've been executed. For some reason, I'm not sure, so he's identical to Aegil, except for the blindfold. They were scared of our abilities, and that's why they decided that stripping us of them would be the only right thing to do. So that's why your eyes are... It wasn't just my eyes. One of my brothers had his legs crippled, and the other one lost his tongue. But they never figured out what each one of us was best at. And until the very end, they failed to comprehend our true power. So you have two brothers? I'm sure you'd make something amazing if you three work on something together. It would be nice to do so, but we don't want to put our lives at risk. They'll kill us if they see us together. Mr. Waylon, we're building an army not to take part in war, but to put an end to it. Would you please reconsider your decision? What you're trying to accomplish is impossible. War is in the blood of every Fandorian, and the ruler of Altea is insatiable. There's no way you can end the war. But we can, Mr. Waylon. We've already raised an army. We're not the only ones tired of this war. Could you please elaborate on that? Southern Albion people and Alcis Knights have already agreed to help us. Alcis? They joined your army? Yes? How is that even possible? You can see them yourself. Wow, harsh, Aria. We're setting up headquarters in Dumville, Mr. Wayland. Please, you can help us change the course of war. Seems you've gathered quite an army. Suppose you might stand a chance of putting an end to the Mugna feud once and for all. Very well, I shall see you in Dumville then. We really appreciate you agreeing to help us. Thank you so much, Mr. Wayland. Thank you for agreeing to help us. Save that excitement for when the war is over. I'm gonna worry about the stat stuff later. So the one that lost his tongue is already in Dumville, that's the mute one. To tell her on we go. So Rungdal, Moriano, the two blacksmiths make 4. I don't know if Lantuan counts, because he'd be number 5. Rogar would count, so he'd actually be number 5, so I may actually have all the characters that I need now. Oh, crud. I don't know if I'll show this just for hilarity. These things are about to get obliterated. Poor things. 6 EXP. What have we here? Oh ho! Good thing I recognize you. I'd heard that you are a very clever person. Is that true? I am the bestest. I knew it. Good luck on your journey. I'd hope so. So that is easily the most random thing I've seen in this game. Do I actually have her one, though? Yeah. We'll play the scenario out a little bit more. Half tempted to just put a break here now that we recruited everyone, but who am I to keep you guys waiting in suspense? I think we're gonna get another one of those strategy battle things. I think they call it the tactics game or something. My husband asked me to come with him to Dumville. I don't regret it at all. Finn, Mr. Moreno, glad that you made it here safely. I don't regret accepting your offer at all. I brought my wife Maria along, and she's loving it here. It's nice to hear. I hope life is great here for you. Thank you. I even have my own shop now. I'm still learning many things, studying alchemy. I want to help as many people as I can. You have a really noble purpose, Mr. Moreno. You're the alchemist Legrand needs. Thank you for your kind words, Finn. That's the least I can do for Legrand. By the way, you should check my shop, Finn. I'll begin helping Legrand with you. So he's an apprentice. Seriously? How do we rank him up? Nice to see you again, Finn. Nice to see you too, Mr. Moreno. What are you doing? Trying to make a new potion. It's thanks to you that I can continue refining the art of potion making. A new potion? Indeed, you know there are lots of new diseases spreading across Legrand. It's my dream to create a potion to cure those diseases, perhaps even all of them in one. That's one big dream. I know it may seem impossible. I've read plenty of books, and I'm trying to combine all the knowledge into a single potion. I believe I have the right recipe now. Finn, I'm sorry for all the rambling. Is there anything you need? Do you need help for your potion? If you're willing to help me, I'll gladly accept your offer then. Truth is, even though I figured out the recipe, I don't have the necessary ingredients. Can you help me collect them, please? Sure, I'll be glad to help you. Thank you, Finn. I would have collected the ingredients myself, but they're not the type of things I can buy at the market. I don't know where to look for them. What ingredients do you need for the potion? I need 10 giant Ilia, 3 air grimoire, 1 grimoire target to complete. Single target to complete the potion. Okay, I'll keep an eye on. Thank you, Finn. Goodbye, your request. So, do I have to get those out of the box? Hi, Finn. We finally meet again. I want to thank you for bringing me here. Dumville is lovely. Glad that you like it here. I do. I think I'm in love with this place. Feels like I've started a new life. I even have my own shop now. Your own shop? That's amazing. I hope everything goes well for you in your shop. Thank you, Finn. Take a look around. You might find something you need here. Crystal hammer. A new staff. To be honest, I'm not convinced that staff is really that good. Hi, Rungdal. Miss Aria. Finn, thank you for inviting me to Dumville. Glad you like it here. What do you think of this town? I like this place. The people here are kind and friendly. I also discovered a great spot for finding materials. I'm really happy to hear that. Everything is wonderful here. I almost feel like I can forget Boris completely. You haven't forgotten him? Thanks to Boris, I experienced what love is for the first time, and that's what gave me the courage to go to the outside world. I know it didn't end well, but that doesn't mean I should just give up. I wish I could fall in love again. I'm sure you will. You're really kind, so I bet there are tons of guys who will like you. I wish that was the case. Unfortunately, most men don't see me as a woman. They just see me as a spiritual teacher or someone who should be respected. They do say that hair is the crowning glory of a woman, you know. Then, let's grow your crown. Just had an idea. I remember about a man who was depressed over losing his hair. One day he suddenly got his hair back in just one day. Apparently he used a hair growth potion. It means you can do the same. Should we find that man and ask him about the potion? I don't know anything about the man at all. But according to the rumor I heard, he might be around Marius by now. It's a good start. Off to Marius we go then. We can start to look for him once we get there. Thank you so much, Finn. So I don't really get the whole point of that, but here are the triplets. My wife must be happy to be able to visit this peaceful town. Marrow stuff. So the thing I just bought, I think I got the recipe for. So notice this is a legendary blacksmith. So I'm pretty sure they could make anything if I had the things itself. So I can make the synergy hammer. Just not worth it though. How are you finding Dumville? Makes a gesture. Hopefully that gesture wasn't the finger. So those should be in my side quest log now, right? 10 giant Ulia, 3 air grimoire, 1 grimoire, single target. Like, I want to do Moriano's quest to see if that upgrades his skill or not. Is there a place where I can drop off items here? Oh, yeah, the gate. So it doesn't have an icon here, but the gate had the dude at the door. Oh, do I not have giant Ulia? Yeah, I do. Need 10. Grimoire, single target. Like, is there a way to sort this? Air grimoires we need 3 of. We just need 1 of those, I think. You're making me go out of my way, Moriano. This better be worth it, man. So I'm not sure if we've even found the dude with the hair regrowth yet. He could be a new NPC over there, because I really don't remember him in Marius anywhere. Oops. You have the materials? Yes, here they are. Hope they'll be useful. Thank you, I'll make the potion right away. This is interesting. The results are better than I predicted. This should be the right dosage. Let's test it. I wasn't mistaken with the recipe. The potion is a success. There will be no disease in Legrand from now on. That's incredible. I'm very happy for your achievement, Mr. Moriano. Couldn't have done it without you bringing me all the necessary ingredients. There'd be no potion at all without the recipe. You don't give yourself enough credit for all the hard work you've done. Guess you're right. You know, Finn, I've read lots of books to figure out the recipe for this potion, but there was one particular book that has my main source of inspiration. What book is that? An ancient alchemy book that used to belong to my former boss. Did you get the idea for your recipe from that book? Yes, I did, but we never know how much the knowledge of the past can help us deal with the problems of the present. I never thought about that. History repeats itself, and that's why the knowledge of the past can still be useful to us. We just need to learn how to apply it to the present. Books are one way to gain such knowledge. Since the beginning of time, our ancestors record everything they learned in song, story, and writing, so they teach it to future generations or something that word was cut off. Books are also the most accessible source of knowledge, since you can find them anywhere in Legrand. Sadly, not many people care about reading news. My former boss, for example, lost the alchemy book that I mentioned before, and he didn't even try to look for it. Too bad I never finished reading that book. I believe it contains information that could help improve the potion. Oh my, I'm sorry, I just seem to ramble on and on nowadays. Here, take some of the potion. It should come in handy during your journey. Thank you. Elixir drop and elixir drop recipe. Here we go. Full heal. So he's considered a master but not a legend. So we have to use target alls for this now. That sounds like a mistake or a typo or something. So real quick, I want to look at the journal. I'm going to save here, and if there's a tactical battle, that's going to be where the next video begins. If there are just scenes, we'll conclude with that. So, just a heads up on which way this place will be going. The knights are already here. So yeah, Lantuan counts towards the 6. Lady Scatia, I've been waiting for thee. Lantuan, how are things on the front line? Thou knowest best where to set up the defensive line. This place is perfect. It's good to hear we're on the same page. I assume Lucia has briefed you on the current situation. I doubt she would have missed any details. She hath given me ample information. Good to hear. Hope you fully recovered and are perfectly healthy by now. I am alive and kicking as frisky as a colt, and I'm about to embrace thee right now. I don't think so. Stay focused. We have a job to do. Oh, very well. 'Tis a shame. Mayor Loon, how did the scouting go? I think it's safe to say that we've assembled another full squadron. Some of them decided to leave, but thankfully most of them chose to stay. And fortunately, the Knight's presence has really raised morale and made it easier for us to persuade people to fight with us. Seems preparations are going well so far. Yes, I believe so. What about your search for support? We got some help from Ostia and some more from somewhere else. Hopefully they'll be here soon. So has Sir Volta come back from the scouting operation? Yes, he's waiting for you in Golem Hall. Let's meet him inside. Sir Volta, let's hear what you've learned about the pass. It's still the same old pass, dead and cold. And did you find any Fandorian troops there? After a long, hard struggle to sneak in, yes. They're not doing brilliantly. It seems the pass hasn't been kind to them. Of course it hasn't. It never has. They're just too stubborn to admit it. The pass hath always been naught but a mass grave, and so it shall remain. Sir Volta, can you describe their condition in detail? Well, the Fandorians had a good number of men, of course, but I can't say they're left with many. They'll probably need more to hold the pass. And were any LTNs sighted? No, I haven't seen any. However, I'm not sure I saw it clearly, but the Fandorians seem to have split up, as though they were drawing back their lines closer to the south. Splitting up and drawing back? Strange. They were supposed to hold the pass by any means necessary. Thought so. But then they split up into smaller groups and started establishing posts at various points. It seems they were trapped, or perhaps something had been pushing them back. They're probably just trying to find what's left of the southern sunshine. Finn, this is making me uneasy. I'm starting to get a bad feeling about this. Don't worry, Ears. Everyone feels that way when there's a war coming on. Yes, I suppose you're right, Finn. Azzam, is it possible they could have noticed Altia's arrival? Altia is always coming, and Fandor's been holding the pass for years. Not once have I heard of them backing down. Yeah, it's been going on for pretty much forever. Both sides have lost a lot of troops, and more keep coming to die. What a waste of life. There's still people like us, Kale. People with blind loyalty. What is that? Someone's coming. Could it be Rogar? Rogar? A friend of mine who's sending help from Ostia, but this is a bit soon. Mariloon, Sir Volta. Please come with me. Relax, what happened? Come on, let's hear it. We've got company, sir. Please, you've got to come to the courtyard right away. What company are you talking about? Please, calm down. It's Fandor, sir. They're asking for you. Fandor? Are you sure about that? Guess it could be more raiders playing dress-up. No, sir. I'm afraid they're real Fandorians. They said they come in the name of Commander Cainholt. Cainholt? Why'd you let them in? And what do they want? There are only a few of them, sir, and they said they come in peace. Please, you've got to meet with them. Peace, eh? That'll be the day. Please, everybody calm down. Just wait here. I'll try to sort this all out. I'm coming with you, Alun. Things have become so messy. It's a Fandorian custom. They love to cause a commotion. I'll just take a look at the situation out there and make sure everything's under control. As for you, Fatebound, please stay here. No matter what happens out there, don't go outside. Miss Aria, I think all of us should stay here for a while. Let Mayor Loon and Sir Volta handle the situation first. Don't be jumpy, my dear. You don't even know what they're up to. Just do as I say, okay? Please, no matter what, you've got to stay here. Don't go outside. But, no buts. Please, just listen to me this time, okay? Nobody's leaving this place. Believe me, it's for our own safety. What's going on? Why does she want us to stay in here? I guess war has driven her mad. I don't like this at all. Or she knows Cainholt. People of Dumville, we come in peace. We just want to talk. Please send out your mayor. Oh Lord, I believe you have requested my presence. You're the mayor? I am Alun at your service. Please, to whom do I have the honor of speaking? I am Cainholt, commander of the Fandorian 4th Division. My lord, it is an honor to receive a visit from a Fandorian general. Please, how may I be of help? The Kingdom of Fandor has issued an order for all Dumvillians to help Fandor's front line hold the mountain pass. We hereby call upon you to join us on the battlefield. Prepare everybody who can fight immediately. My apologies, my lord, but this town was built as a place for our people to live and pray together. I'm afraid we cannot join your fight. This is an order, not a friendly request. Please forgive me, my lord, but we are not prepared for a fight. We are only farmers and builders. We are not soldiers. I'm sure we would be of little help to your troops. Not soldiers, eh? Then who are these fancy men clad in such fine armor? No, my lord, they are... Don't take me for a fool. Fandor demands your immediate presence in the pass. But please, we can't just abandon our town. The Fandor Military Codex, Article 2, Section 6. Parties refusing the call of the realm shall be considered part of the rebellion. Forgive my insolence, Commander, but what has led you to come here? And who might you be? I am Bolda, Dumville's general. Good, another military man. Now we can speak the same language. Yes, so would you care to explain why you need us to help you? That is classified. Fandor is here for your soldiers, whether you're ready or not. We're going to take every last one with us. And if we refuse? I strongly recommend avoiding the trouble that would entail, General. I'm sorry, but we won't fight for no reason. So unless you can tell us what we're about to, your duty is to obey, not to question orders. Unless I'm mistaken, this is not Fandor's territory. Your orders don't apply here, and we're under no obligation to provide you with anything. Is that so? Then the king will hear about this. Soldiers, leave at once. Don't even think about it, Cainholt. That voice. Princess Aria. Impossible. These people are with me now. You can't force them to obey your orders. Princess Aria, in Lear's name, I've been looking for you. Lear has bestowed a blessing upon me, allowing me to find you at last. Princess, you're the Fandorian princess? You've been hiding this from us all along? I'm very sorry, Sir Bolda, Mayor Alun. Naturally, I'll explain this to you later, but please let me work this out with Commander Cainholt first. Princess, you're not supposed to be here. Please come back to the palace with me. Cain, I'm sorry, but I can't. What? Why not? I'm afraid I can't go back home. Probably not until all the feuds are over. But Princess, you must know that the king has been troubled by your absence. He's worried sick about you. Please, this will be good news for Fandor. Cain, my father can't know about this. He can't know that you found me here, understood? Princess, please, if you only knew what he's been through since you left, you wouldn't... I said no. That is an order, and you are not to question it any further. But please, listen. It's not safe for you to be here, Princess. I can escort you back to the palace safely. Well, look at you. I guess you finally become a commander. And why do you assume I can't protect myself? Didn't we train together? Princess, it's my duty to be here, but you don't belong here, not at all. And do you think I belong at the palace? What do you think I can do hiding behind the thick palace walls? I obviously can't do anything. My father keeps preventing me from seeing the world. But there's nothing for you out here. There's nothing much left to see. Cain, I'm no longer a little girl to be led around by the hand. I'm an adult now, and I can find my own way. I prefer to be out here, helping Legrand however I can, rather than arguing with men like my father who refuse to listen. Princess, you must understand that the king has been trying to protect you all along. Protect me from what? From the horrible reality outside the palace walls? From the fact that he's responsible for that horrible reality? Cain, we grew up together, but sadly we ended up making different choices. However, I respect your decision, and I hope you'll do the same for me. Please, if you value our friendship, you can't let my father know about this. Not before I decide to go home myself. Now state your business, Cain. What are you doing here? What are you planning? We need troops. Please, no more classified military secrets, King. Tell me what's going on. It's Altea. We've been informed that Altea is on the move. They're always on the move, but I've never heard of Fandor asking for help from another region before. This is unusual. Please, if you want my help, you've got to let me know. I received reports stating that thousands of them are on their way straight to the pass. Altea, they're going all out this time. Thousands of them? Are you saying that they've abandoned their post in the Crimson Canyon? It seems like it. They don't have the numbers to hold the canyon and the pass at the same time, and neither do we. And according to the report, when will the Altean forces arrive? I'm not certain, but the last report mentioned that they've already left the canyon. That means they'll be arriving shortly. They won't have any trouble getting through the snow. There's not much time left. Has the king sent any reinforcements? No, I'm afraid there will be no reinforcements for us. But why? It's too much of a risk. If this is a trap designed to lure out our soldiers from the canyon, then our position in this war would become tenuous. I see. And how are your troops doing in the pass? Our numbers have been increasing rapidly. As you know, the pass is a harsh environment that is extremely difficult to control. And it's claiming new victims every day. The only reason we're holding the pass is because Altea has always been reticent to send a large assault force. They've never gone all out like this before. But this time, I'm afraid everything will be different. I see. Sounds like Fandor is in trouble. And you won't receive any additional support anytime soon, and I assume you're on your own this time. Yes, we really need all the help we can get right now. Then would you fight with us? Would you fight to defend both the South and the pass? It's up to the South to fight for us, Princess. That's the mandate. Kane, if you want our help, then you'll have to do things our way, not yours. We're here to defend the South, and you need to help to hold the pass. We're in the same boat, and I'm proposing a solution that would benefit both of us. Princess, please forgive me, but I'm not here to negotiate. But you have no choice but to accept the solution I have offered you, and you will accept it. I'm here by the king's order. By cooperating with us, you'll help me finish my task. That will allow me to return to the palace sooner. So, do we understand each other? It would be a challenge to argue with you. You truly are the heir to the throne. Yes, that's one way to put it. I can't really argue with you. Very well, Princess, let's hear your offer. It better be good. This isn't an offer, Kane. It's a statement of fact, and you're going to follow it. Now listen. I want you and all of your troops to retreat, draw your line back closer to the south and avoid the snow. And just do what I told you and let us in. We'll help you, of course, but we won't fight for you. That's for certain. We'll only fight for the sake of the South. And if we succeed in helping you repel the invasion, then you will leave the South alone for good, never to bother it again. Are we clear? You leave me no choice. I hope this plan works. Good. Now go prepare. I'll meet you in the morning at the latest. I'll be waiting for you, Princess. Back to your posts, soldiers. Rogar, how long have you been here? Long enough to hear most of the deal you just made with them. I can assure you it's not how you think. You have no idea what I think. Fandorians at your doorstep? What the hell is this? Rogar, please, I can explain. Oh, please do. You better have a good explanation for this. Of course, I'll explain it all to you and everyone else, but we shouldn't talk here. Please, let's go inside. Aria, I think you owe us an explanation. No matter how hard you tried to get us to stay inside, you couldn't have prevented us from being aware of what was going on out there. We heard and saw everything quite clearly. Please, I beg your forgiveness. I just didn't know how to admit this to all of you. Miss Aria, why didn't you tell us about this before? Miss Aria, why? You should have hidden this from us. You deserve an explanation, of course, and I'm going to provide it right now. We're all ears, Aria. What exactly is your story? I'm not really sure where to start. You and Commander Cainholt sure seem to know each other pretty well. How can you explain that? I'll start by stating the obvious. I'm the daughter of the King of Fandor, and the commander who just left is Cainholt, the son of a palace maidservant. Cainholt and I are childhood friends. He was the only child my age I knew in the palace, so he became my only friend. When I was a child, the most interesting place I knew was the palace library, since my father never allowed me to set foot outside the palace. Cainholt, who always dreamed of pursuing a military career, also used to study in the library, so he spent plenty of time there. We grew up sharing so many things in common, except for one thing. Cainholt was less privileged, but had all the freedom to pursue his own goals in life. I, on the other hand, had everything a person could need, but all I wanted was my freedom. My life inside the palace was like living in a gilded cage. My father never even let me see what was beyond the palace walls. And it got much worse after my mother, Queen Lenaria, passed away. My father, he became bitter and distant. All the suffering from the war and the loss of my mother must have made him that way. For a while, I tried to always be there for him, but he became overwhelmingly protective of me. So that was thy reason for leaving the palace? It's one of the many reasons I chose to leave, but the main reason was that my father and I were constantly arguing about the current state of the realm. Until one day when we heard some good news. We heard that the former king of Altea, King Emeth, had initiated a truce through diplomacy and a treaty. For the first time ever, King Emmeth asked my father to meet with him in order to negotiate a truce. At that moment, I hoped that this might be the thing that could bring peace and serenity to my father. But the good intentions of King Emmeth were not received well by my father. I tried to convince him countless times, but my entreaties always fell on deaf ears. And unfortunately, King Emmeth passed away before he and my father could ever meet to negotiate. I was profoundly disappointed when I realized that my father was the one who had always been too proud to call a truce. Ironically, peace had only been a few steps away, but now it's just a vain hope. You see, the heir to the Eltine throne, Roland, is a violent and treacherous king. He definitely doesn't share his father's peaceful intentions. Instead, he's leading the war into a far more dire state. Even though I was aware of the feud raging outside, I never witnessed it myself, so I asked Cainhold to sneak me out of the palace. He denied my request, of course, at first. If my father had found out, it would have destroyed Cainhold's dream of pursuing a military career. Moreover, in Fandor it would have been hard for him, as a man not of noble birth, to be successful in the military. But I kept asking until he decided to make a deal with me. He agreed under one condition, that I make a recommendation to father on his behalf, which would make it possible for him to reach a certain rank in the military. I could only agree. That was the first time I had ever left the palace, and I was shocked to see all the horror caused by the war. There were ransacked villages and towns, injured victims, and the putrid stench of death everywhere. It was a terrible sight, and it led me to realize what an awful state Legrand was in. That was when I stopped having faith in my father and decided to try to find some way to make things better without his help. Once again, I immersed myself in the books in the palace library. I read about Legrand's history, geography, and whatever else I could get my hands on. But not even those books could quench my thirst. I searched desperately for a way to put a stop to all this madness. I scoured every nook and cranny and eventually stumbled across an old tome called the Book of Kings, and learned about the prophecy. That day, I made my choice. I fled the palace in search of the peace my father had always refused to establish. And now I know that I'm already on the right path. So now you're here to begin your own journey. Yes, Rogar, I'm here now solely to fill my duty as one of the Fatebound. Please, I didn't mean to hide this from all of you. I just didn't want you to think my cause and Fandor's were the same. But why did you want us to stay inside? I told you to stay because I knew things would get complicated if you were out there with me. I hope you can understand that. And about my deal with Fandor, I'm sorry that I made this decision without asking for your opinions first. Like I said, I didn't want to complicate things. I understand, and to be honest, I think you made a good deal with Commander Cainhold. Really? Yes, it was a good decision for everyone involved. Thank you, Azzam. To be honest, I didn't expect you to approve. Chin up, Miss Aria. We need to hold up our end of the bargain now. Yes, you're right, but I'm truly sorry, my friends. I hope you can forgive me. Aria, I know. I believe we all have questions we'd like to ask you, but now that you've told us the truth, those questions don't matter anymore. I'd prefer not to question you any further. Yes, we have more important matters to attend to at the moment. Thank you, my friends. Thank you for not caring about who I used to be. Yes, but it's a little hard to believe that you're actually a princess. Yeah, I guess I can understand that. Kale? Where is he? Why isn't he here? He's upstairs. Don't worry, Miss Aria. He can hear you just fine from up there. I have to talk to him in person. He didn't take this whole thing very well, Aria. You might want to take it easy on him. I understand. So she's not a Rinley after all, eh? Well, a princess who's really good at lying. Who'd have thought? Must be second nature to her. I guess you've been a princess smirking behind that noble facade all this time. Well, you sure fooled me. Please, I wasn't trying to fool you. Well, congrats then. You succeeded flawlessly without even trying. Kale, please forgive me. Oh, no need for all the apologies. They don't suit a Fandorian, especially the heir to the throne herself. You might have made some pretty moving speeches in the past, and maybe they worked on the others, but not on me. I never fell for your act, not even once. Please listen to me. Stop making it sound like I've been doing my best to deceive all of you. I was just doing what I thought was necessary. I have a job to do. Oh, spare me your lies. You've always said it was your job to make sure that we, the Fatebound, would fulfill our duty. But now you're the one who's trying to make sure we fail. What? What are you talking about? I'm still responsible for our duty. Me being Fandorian has nothing to do with our journey. Oh, really? You think Fandor will just let us wander around with their lost princess? Do you honestly expect things to work out that way? Go back to your old life, Princess Aria. Don't even bother trying to save Legrand. You're the one who's destroying it. Kale, how dare you? Aria, didn't I tell you to go easy on him? Miss Aria, please try to calm down. Control your temper. I'm trying, but... Miss Aria, please. A quarrel is the last thing we need right now. Take a deep breath and clear your mind. You don't want to say something you'll regret. Kale, please. I understand that you're upset, but you shouldn't let anger get the upper hand. Save it for the princess. She's the one who needs it. Kale, please, listen. I'm here to seek salvation for Legrand. Don't you ever link me to Fandor again. Oh, give it a rest. What salvation could you bring to Legrand when you failed to protect us, huh? You never should have started this journey. It is clearly written in the prophecy. If I hadn't started this journey, another one of you would have. We'd all still be part of this. All of this is the work of Lear. It's fate. You can't deny it. It's too bad, Princess, because being the heir to the throne of Fandor is also your fate. Yes, I also can't deny that, but it has no effect on my desire to stop the feud. You really think so? Your royal family will put an end to this journey before we can stop anything. Fandor will do whatever it takes to get you back, and if Altea finds out about this, there's no doubt we'll be hunted down like rats. You've just exposed us to a great danger, and you've just made us prey to those northerners. You're blowing this thing out of proportion. No one will know about this. We'll be fine. Do you seriously think that your friend is going to keep his word? How the hell could you trust him just like that? Because he's been my friend since day one, and long before that. There's no man I trust more than him. Your friendship means nothing, Princess. You don't understand the first thing about people. Don't you dare judge my friendship, Kale. You know nothing. Oh, yes, your childhood friend seems to know all about friendship. He knows how to befriend a princess and use her as a way to get to the top. He's probably going to use the information about you being here as a bargaining chip with your father. Go ahead, say one more word about him. I dare you. I'll say whatever I want. Get your head on straight, Princess. You told us that he used you, and he'll do it again and again. How can you not realize that? Kale, that's enough. He used you to climb to the nonsensical ladder they call nobility. And you don't think he'll do it again, Your Highness? You're the lost princess, and he's the one who's going to bring you home. Do you really think he's just going to leave you here? Say one more word and you'll regret it. I've warned you. You don't know anything. Oh, I know a lot of things, Princess. I've met my share of people who acted exactly like that childhood friend of yours. And you told us clearly that he used you and your so-called friendship to get what he wanted. He used nothing but manipulative scum. And what do you know about friendship, huh? Have you ever had a real friend? Aria, enough. Has anyone ever been willing to stand by your side through thick and thin? Miss Aria, please stop it. Have you ever had someone you were willing to stand by? Answer me, Kale. Please, please. No, you shouldn't have said that, Miss Aria. Well, I thought I did. But now that I think about it, maybe I was wrong. I thought I had friends. We used to call ourselves the Fate-Bound, but I guess I was mistaken. Kale, please, I didn't mean to... No, maybe you're right. Maybe I've never had a person like that. Maybe I should have never believed what you said back in Phineas. Maybe I've never actually stood by you, not even in that cave back then. Maybe I was stupid to think that all this was real. Oh, and I should have known. I should have known that nothing real ever comes out of your mouth. That's not true. Just listen to me. You're a hypocrite. I've heard enough. Please, you two have to calm down. I can understand your anger and disappointment, Kale, but for now we have enemies on our doorstep. We need to focus on our plan. What plan? How to carry out her lies? I'm not sticking to anything or taking orders from anyone. I'm done with her. Kale, please, listen to me. I wasn't trying to deceive you. You should leave him alone for a while, Aria. You've done enough for today. But I have to... You have to stay focused. Just leave him alone for now. I'll try to talk some sense into him and calm him down. You shouldn't be distracted right now. You need to discuss your plan with everyone else. I need to straighten this out with him. He misunderstood me. I misspoke. Please, I need to talk to him. No, just give him some space right now. Miss Aria, please. We need you in the war room. Just let Lady Scatia take care of Kale. Is everything all right? I don't mean to be rude, but it seems like you had some sort of argument back there. We're okay, Mr. Mayor. Everything is fine. Art thou sure, young lady? Dost thou need some time? No, please. We need to put this plan into action quickly. Okay, so where do we start? Azzam, please describe the plan. This will involve Fandor's defense position, which is also our main advantage. I suggest we not abandon it. Cainholt will push his line back closer to the south, and we will be right behind him, aiding in his defense. But keep in mind that the element of surprise is vital here. We're waiting for Altea to start their siege, and we need to strike when they least expect it. Don't try to rush in. Patience is key. We'll continue to hold our line, and once their numbers begin dwindling, that will be our time to deliver the blow. Okay, that's the plan. We all know the deal, and we all know what's at stake in this fight. But we'll be okay as long as we stick to the plan. But Fandor doesn't use these sort of defensive strategies. Do you think the General will agree to this? Cainholt won't dare walk away, since we're the only help he has right now. Yes, especially seeing as how this is the first time Fandor's ever asked for help, and from outside their own region, no less. Their deal with Miss Aria should be enough to compel them to agree. Alright then, if we're done here, please excuse me. I need to let my troops know about this plan. As do I. My soldiers shall be prepared. Splendid. Don't forget to get some rest. Ladies and gentlemen, conserve your energy for tomorrow. Yes, don't stay up too late. Tomorrow will be an important day, and the Fandorians will be the first thing we see in the morning. Sure thing, Miss Aria. I'll make sure of it. Same goes for you, Miss Aria. What do you mean? You need to rest, too. I'm sure we can hash everything out tomorrow. You're right, Iris. I can't allow any distrust to seep in before the battle. I really need to talk to Kale. Done already? What did I miss? Hey, Scatia, where's Kale? How's he doing now? He's calmed down a bit already. He said he needs some time to clear his head. Sometimes I forget how young you both still are. What's that supposed to mean? Emotional instability is common in people your age. They tend to lose their temper and then regret it later on. But I need to talk to him and get him to cool off. I'll try to stay calm. So when can I talk to him? Not now. Maybe tomorrow. But tomorrow is... Just as you said, you need to stay calm, my dear. You should go get some rest for now. Don't worry, everything will be alright. If you say so. It's getting late. Come on, we should get some rest too. We're all here except for Kale. Where is he? We're late already. I heard him go into his room last night. He must still be asleep. Hope he doesn't intend to sleep through the battle. My people are already looking for him. Don't worry. Mariloon, I'm sorry, but Mr. Kale seems to have left. He's nowhere to be found. He left? What do you mean he left? Have you searched the entire castle? He might just be wandering around somewhere. We have, sir, and thoroughly, but we found nothing. His room was empty. There was nothing there but this letter. A letter. Please let me see it. Here you go, Miss Aria. I believe it's for you. Kale's letter. I'm sorry, but I have to go. I'm not going to trouble myself fighting for any royal banners. I'm done with this whole fate-bound business. Kale. Oh, Lear, what a stubborn man. Damn it, Kale, what were you thinking? This is definitely not the right time. We can't just leave him out there. How are we going to find him? He left? Oh my. Is this about the argument you had? Sir Bolda, Mayor Loon. I'm sorry about this, but I'm afraid you'll have to go first. We'll catch up to you later, I promise. There's no time to waste. Just send someone else to look for him. We need all of you for the battle. I understand, Rogar, but we can't just let Kale... You're the one who made the deal. This isn't going to work if you don't come with us. I strongly suggest reevaluating your priorities, young lady. Rogar is right, Miss Aria. All of you have to lead the troops. I'll send some of my soldiers to search for him. Don't worry, if he's on foot, he won't have gotten that far by now. I'm sure our people will be able to find him soon. Miss Aria, we all feel concerned about Kale, but the stakes are just too high for us to abandon our position now. Altea is almost here. We can't get distracted. I guess you're right. I can't be distracted from the plan. Mariloon, please. Leave Kale to us, Miss Aria. You should stay focused on the battle. All right. Thank you for your help, Mariloon. And please get him back. I'll do my best. Don't worry. Miss Aria, should I help them search for Mr. Kale? You better not go anywhere, Iris. Whatever the result of the battle might be, a lot of people are going to need your healing abilities immediately. Okay then, I'll stay here. Thank you, Iris. Mariloon, you should send someone to Belfast first to look for a girl named Olwena. There's a chance she might know where Kale is. Olwena? Sure, Miss Aria. We'll look for her. Thank you. Now we have to go. May Lear bless you out there. location. Scacia's the next best healer, so we're going to put her here. So you actually get more magic attack being up front. That's interesting. Okay, that's the 10% accuracy one. So I want to make sure I had Light Spear. This one doesn't really matter. And so this is a better heal, but it's all at once. It doesn't have the whole lingering effect to it. And what else she actually... This doesn't actually show what she's going to learn. So we have two single target ones. Shine Spear, they don't actually give you the breakdown of it. That and Dragon's Judgment are the two that I'm interested in. And they already tell you right here, hard to hit, so I'm in no rush to pick up this one. Thing is, I should end up getting it... Actually, no. Because of Intel, it's going to take me too long. So that's going to be the last one I learn, and probably the one I'll miss the least. So anyway, I am going to put the break here. When we pick up next time, we will be moving forward with the story and seeing what happens to Light.